Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Various Fields. My name is Hazen Fields II.
I'm Lex.
I'm Trey. How you doing today?
Yes, all right. We're back again. We have been actually having a wonderful time doing this, and we're hoping that you guys will, what do we say? Like and subscribe. And
hit all the buttons.
Hit all the buttons.
It's becoming our thing.
That's right. It. Yeah, we want you to join us, and we've been having various conversations about all kinds of things. And so we were talking, and I'm obviously a bit older than the gentleman on my left and right, and I'm finding that I don't like texting. In fact, I hate texting.
Strong stance.
I really do. I really do hate texting. I think it's silly that we started off with texting when we had the telegraph, and we go into
the telegraph.
Well, think about it. Like when communication started, it didn't start with the telephone.
Right.
It started with the tapping.
Oh, yeah.
It was going back to Morse code, and you had the telegraph. You'd go. I watch a lot of riflemen. He says, what the man say? They got this. The Towns boys are coming into town.
Do you hate Morse code too? Because that was
I hate Morse code. It's dumb. But we go there. We get
any long-range communication, despise it.
But we go from there to telephone, television, and then we come back to texting. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But that's not really the main reason why I dislike texting. And I need someone to, I don't like texting because
acronyms.
True. Emojis.
That's true. But that's not the main reason. It's that I am certain there have been so many breakups, divorces, fights because of tone and texture.
Okay, I can understand that. Yeah.
And you
civil upheaval in general because of a wrong text sent.
Right. You actually have to type out bold letters and capitalized letters to show people that you're yelling, right? But even with that, sometimes it might just be you emphasizing a point. Right?
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
If you leave caps locks on, it's a pair. Yeah.
But you see, I hate that. Who made up? At what point? I went to school all day long, and I learned, capital letters and lowercase letters.
Right.
Somewhere along the line, that was just how you wrote. But now someone says, "Oh, that's yelling."
Right.
Are we teaching that to our kids when they have the capital? In grade school, what do you call it? When you learn letters, not grade school.
When do you learn letters? When do you learn letters?
What was that?
Elementary, my dear Watson.
See, you guys laugh at me. Nelson.
I just like the question. When do you learn letters?
Letters. LOL. I hate it. When do you learn them?
No, man. When did capital letters become this nasty letters? Those are bad letters.
Right.
Hey, it's a society. Am I cutting off?
No, you're fine.
We're
It's a society thing. Like, I think, I'm not sure if it's taught. I'd be surprised if it's taught. I'd be surprised if, you go to, because I also, I'm not sure, I will say I'm not sure if, how much is, taught in terms of computer class. Because I was taught, the WASD keyboard or something like that, and that's just the standard keyboard. But there's
the QWERTY.
QWERTY, yeah.
QWERTY. You don't go with the middle line.
I did
you go with
I'm sorry, yeah.
There's a different one for video game?
There's not a different one. It's just that, all right, we're going to get into it real quick, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
The directional pad on the...
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
So the directional pad on the keyboard, there's sometimes up, numbers or something, or up
on a
keyboard, the number pad.
Yeah, okay.
All right, sometimes that's used for games. There's also on a remote, how there's an up, down, left, right. So because there's no up, down, left, right on a keyboard, the WASD is used for W is the up direction. A is to left. It doesn't. It's
funny.
It's not so disappointing. So hurt.
No. It's just Okay, go ahead. Go on. No.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do with you guys. It's just me. It's like I've been forced into this world. Go on.
Oh my God. No, but let me get back to texting. So I don't think it's taught. I think it's just any other type of etymology, if I'm using the term correctly.
Go ahead.
Where it's things sometimes will also societally be or I guess colloquially.
Colloquially. Etymology is the study of words.
Yeah, I feel
that's relatable.
Yeah.
But go on.
Yeah, but colloquially will be made into something we use. So like I don't think someone like a teacher is like, caps locks, put that on. That means you're yelling as much as like someone was really angry one day, used caps locks and it's like, I dislike you. And then someone's like, oh, they don't like me, they're yelling, and that became popular.
But it had to start. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Everything has an origin.
Yeah.
Somewhere,
Find
somebody,
him.
But when
Find
I
who
was,
did it.
All right.
The
So
Nokia phone, the Nokia block was the origin
Who's
of
the
all
first
texting.
person who yelled in caps? Bring him to me.
no, but that's the thing. Because all right. So when I was in school, in high school, we learned on something called a typewriter for you kids out there. That was like a computer without a screen.
That makes no sense.
And we learned. I'm sorry. I'm old and I'm angry. No.
Sorry. Matter of fact, statement's good.
No, but on the typewriter, we were never, we were taught how to use the caps.
Yeah.
And when to use caps.
Right.
But never in the conversation did it have anything to do with being angry, with the exception of emphasis.
Right.
Which was used moderately and used, it was usually used at the title of something or whatever. That's how caps were actually recommended. And in fact, it was, like, oh, when you're putting a title, so use caps. But now it's like, why? Like, I mean, I understand we do it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But somewhere along the line, somebody.
Before I jump in, because I have a prompt, but
Honestly, I don't really know when it started because I know texting kind of like took off with our generation, right? Like I know like when we had pagers before, like and everything like that, but that was like early '88s and stuff like that.
Right.
So like. I believe like when it comes down to the emphasis in texting, I think over time, particularly when you see long blocks of text, sometimes it can, or like what you call take over the senses from time to time. If you see like a whole bunch of white on back paneling or something like that, right? When you're looking on a screen, right? So the minimal amount of white face that you, not so I'm sorry, hang on.
We
The
just
minimal,
lost half our
I know.
audience.
The minimal amount of text that you see on any type of page, right, helps people to be engaged. Even with advertising, there's also some things known as word blocking, right? That if it's too much word blocking, people are not going to read it. Right. If it's too heavy on the eyes, people are actually going to try to avoid it, right? So if it becomes too bold,
that's a design thing.
Right? It's a design thing, right? So if it's more subtle to the senses, right, then people are going to be more engaged in the conversation. Well, I guess the visual conversation that you're having with a poster or something like that. Same thing with screens.
So first take, subtle to the sentence is a great title for an ASMR video. Secondly, I was going to say another thing, reason why I think the caps lock thing, and this is why the whole company, but I think because texting is made for, texting was made for the phone, more or less.
Yeah.
Right. Stuff, and that's already a kind of casual conversation. Because I don't think, if you're trying to send be formal in some sense or something like you're trying to introduce yourself to a company, something like that, you do email, right? And caps around email doesn't have the same thing because you're not yelling. You could be like in the main title, like buy now. You're yelling, but emphasis, like you said. But texting, you're texting your friend or you're texting someone you know. Once you get to that level of casual texting, so I think that reason why caps lock has become yelling there is because it's already kind of put in a more like casual setting. That's why the acronyms are there because it's a little more casual. You can make grammar mistakes a little bit more in when you're texting. Not saying it's good, but like I think the association with I'm just talking to you changed texting to be more to pick up things that are more colloquial, and then also change the way we speak through text because it became so popular or functional.
Yeah, but the thing is, so I got to give you my position on it because there's a lot of people that were born in my era that hopefully are watching this as well. And once again, please, this is various fields.
Like and subscribe, comment.
What do we say?
Push all the buttons.
Push all the buttons. If you're watching this, I'm hoping that you understand my position as well, and you can talk to your people, family, and let them know this. See, there's a paradigm shift. And you guys over here. So it goes back to my elementary school days, where I had to learn to write in script, and you learn to write in
That's
script.
true.
And it was telling you have to write in script, write in script, write in script. That's how you sign your signature. Write your Hayes, you're not writing in the lines. You're better penmanship, Hayes. Your penmanship. I would get letters home. Well, Hayes is doing well, but I used to get these like quasi report card statements that were kind of halfway good. Hayes is, he needs to apply himself. And I don't know what that means, to apply myself. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going back. But anyway, so you're scripting, you're texting, you're writing, and you got your writing, and everything is beautiful, And so script writing then became attached to like a presentation, you're writing a script. So when you wrote letters, we used to write letters and put them in the mail. So when you wrote a letter to someone, if you got a 1-page letter, someone's, oh, you don't love me that much. Oh, they only wrote, you're in the war, my dearest Agatha, something, and he only sent me 1 page, but you got a page of, pages and pages of letter. Oh my God, he loves you, and so you got scripted letters and this and pages and pages, and now I grow up thinking, so now I'm in this future when I go to the bank and they tell you, sign that thing, Mr. Fields, use your finger. My finger? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. No, but Mrs. Grushky, she told me that my penmanship matters. Just penny.
So my takeaway is you really want to use cursive?
No, I'm not.
I'm joking.
I'm just saying everything's changed. So now, now you're telling me, oh, you're writing too long. Your email's too long. But if I care about you, shouldn't my emails be long? Email's not a letter. It's a. So everything is like so.
Because when you text now it's like it's less formal, and like that person that was on the same ship is like, "Sup, Agatha? What's up? I'm glad you up, Aggie?"
It's just a bunch of emojis that I don't even know.
Right.
Ship emoji, sailing emoji.
And I believe they're doing away with cursive in a lot of different schools nowadays. Because,
Are they doing away with cursive?
Yeah,
It
because
is kind of unnecessary.
I mean,
we got a history.
I just realized I was
targeted, right?
Oh my God! I didn't know you're still holding on.
I'm still holding.
I was not good at cursive in school, and apparently that is still very relevant to my father right now. I was attacked.
It wasn't attacking, but it was just
a great song about it. I won't lie.
Yeah.
We should probably
We should
pin
play
that
that. We
somewhere.
dance.
One of these days.
Yeah, I
Pirates are involved.
I'm into music, and so I made a whole. I do.
Leave them wanting more.
stuff.
Leave them wanting more.
Leave them wanting more. Okay,
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Comment if you want to hear more about pirates and cursive.
Pirates and cursive, yeah. But it was a thing.
Yeah.
It was a part of my life. It was a part of my life. Yeah, it's how you sign. Even now, your signature. People will say things like, you have a signature like a doctor. And when you were a doctor, that was why? Look.
That's a good thing?
No, but that's what I'm saying. At one time, it was considered to be, you're, status. What are you, a doctor, a lawyer?
All this time, I thought that was like a nice way of saying you looks like chicken scratch.
Well, essentially, it's become that, but it still had like this a thing about
I just like the idea that I could trick people into med school if I just wrote in cursive.
Right, exactly. Oh,
Trust me.
This man has
I'm a
studied
doctor.
the body. How do you know? His S is looped.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, it's just too much. It's just and then let's go back to the tone. So. People who know each other, you guys know I know you. You know I love you. I love you. This and this. All if I type something incorrectly, you ought to take care of that.
Right.
Doesn't necessarily sound like you ought to take care of that. It can sound like you ought to take care of it. How do you make it's like.
Well, it depends. Are you using caps or are you using?
That was good. I feel like oughta.
Good callback.
That's it.
I feel like oughta automatically is slightly offensive because it has that like, why I oughta, it's hard to use. That's connotation though. Here's the thing. Let's take it out of texting for a second.
Okay.
Right.
I have this belief that if you say anything in a list, it becomes insulting.
Okay.
I got you.
This is like the waffle thing all over again.
Like, I'm walking into a setup that you placed in front of us, and I don't want to stop.
Please
I
go.
got you. Listen, you're a kumquat, your mother's a kumquat, and you ain't gonna be nothing but a kumquat. Insulting.
I think it was more.
You're a fried pickle, your mother's a fried pickle, and gonna be nothing but a fried pickle.
No,
Why
I'm
are you
only.
from the 1920s?
Because it's insulting.
I think I'm only insulted by the tonality, not the list.
But try. All right, say it without a list.
You're a kumquat.
See? Why would you call me a kumquat?
Well, that wasn't even a list. He
That
gets
wasn't
one.
Your mother's a kumquat.
That's a list. Now you're listing.
You will always be a kumquat.
You're doing ellipses?
No, I'm just saying.
But you're listing.
I listed
That
it.
was-
I still feel as if I
you're
insulted
saying
you,
the tone,
but just like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But that's still the list.
I don't think the list insulted me. I think it was the fact that you called me a kumquat. In fact,
I think I was more intrigued by the 1940s gangster sound that you were.
I think that's how you insult people. Like 1920s, 1940s gangster plus list. It doesn't actually need to be an insult. You're a guitar string. Your mother's a guitar string. You're gonna be nothing but a guitar string.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I think it's tone. I think it's tone. But
Listen here, audience. You like and subscribe. Your mother like and subscribe. Your whole family like and subscribe.
okay. Why are we threatening the audience?
Why I oughta?
They're sitting there nicely watching our show.
I think
and
we're
I was
just gonna
threatening
leave
them
you to texting. Like,
Yeah. So we found out you've got very strong views on waffles and lists. So
If you comment in all caps, I'm coming for you.
That's it.
Oh, Jesus. We're in trouble now. But aside of the threat, please like and subscribe. This is Various Fields, and we are still kind of dealing with misinformation.
Right.
And that's what it is. And misinformation is not a pageant. You get
Right.
it? That was a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
You see, imagine if you had
I
a
think I-
pageant that was like
Hit the button,
information.
button.
Okay, fine,
You did it. Thank you very much. Misinformation. Yeah. So in speaking of misinformation, we've got now things that are getting dangerous. AI.
Yes.
Right.
What is it? Artificial intelligence.
Right. Oh, that scares me.
It's getting scary.
Yes.
I've got people out there, friends, that are posting themselves with AI images.
I feel as if Terminator and Matrix has taught the world nothing.
Right.
And it's only getting worse.
It is.
They gave robots opposable thumbs, and we already knew that was like defined us from most other animals. Like if dolphins had opposable thumbs, they would rule the world. So like hands down. Right, no pun intended.
What?
But like no, because they're smarter than us.
What? Dolphins are smarter than us?
Yes.
Are they really?
They are.
Are they really smarter than us?
I mean, like, I don't think there's an actual test that they can take that's going to equate to.
Because they're not smarter
No,
than us.
but in terms of like apparently, hang on, and I might be. Hang on.
Are you okay?
No, I love it. Go, keep going. I'm with it.
Okay, so from what I understand, right,
right.
their brain capacity, or compared to their body, like they have a wide, like a larger brain volume than humans do. So they have a capacity for intellect higher than humans can, right?
Okay.
They can problem solve quicker, right? They communicate on levels beyond than just speech, and they can have levels of similar communication to humans with just a minimal level of communication that they give in echolocation, right? But in all of that, right, I believe, and there's other studies that prove this too, right? They are supposed to be smarter than us.
But can they do my taxes?
But yet they can't avoid a net.
I mean,
And I'm sorry, listen, oh my God, animal rights activist, Peter, all the people, please,
Nah.
I am not anti-dolphin, and I do think they're adorable, and I do think they have a level of smartness, and I'm not being insulting to the
don't-
dolphin community, or those who are dolphin adjacent, or
Dolphin-adjacent.
or what do you call
I don't think he's doing this on
Dolphin
purpose.
advocates? On purpose.
Oh,
that was
him?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
good.
All right. Anyway, the point is, okay. Granted, I think they're they're probably the smartest fish in the sea.
They're not fish.
They're mammals.
Mammals,
That's right.
correct.
You're right. You're right.
See?
Wow.
They would have
They are
passed that
smarter than
test.
us. We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing. And that's it. My father used to say it all the time. Actually, my
Oh,
father
my
would say, we don't know nothing. We don't know the entirety of things. You know, he doesn't mean that we're devoid of intellect. But he was saying that oftentimes of things, and I'm going to put this in there, the concept of the dolphins are smarter than us. I'm like, maybe.
Debatable.
Okay,
I mean, I'm not saying no.
Look, all I need to do is just bring up the papers from studies in the past. I will find them and I can quote them next time.
I've never
no,
seen
I'm
a
not
dolphin in a spelling bee.
That's what I'm saying. Are they?
Well, they don't have our language, so I can understand that. You're not going to understand dolphin and dolphinese because you didn't study dolphinese, right? It's not even a I'm making it up because it's not a language. I get it.
Dolphinese.
Right. All right. Either which way.
No. And I appreciate your pro
Misinformation.
No, I appreciate your pro dolphin stance because I'm sure a lot of people, are watching this and they
Aquaman on the same
there
point.
may be people that identify as dolphins, and I'm not going to, I want that.
That's a whole new can of tuna. I know.
Goodness,
It's bad.
We're
I know.
really doing that.
Hit a button on yourself.
Yeah, please do that.
hang on.
Yeah,
Which one is that?
Yeah, okay, find one.
Click a button.
Corny green? Okay. It was,
Corny green, you said?
It just sounds
Well,
like that.
I don't know where it is, but I know it's way later than the timing. But it's okay. It's all right. We'll get there. But anyway, AI. This is what brought us all
There's
this.
no way you have enough time for this.
we
We
have-
talked about texting and cast lock, and
we
then
have
dolphins.
about 10 minutes left. A little under.
Do we?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Right.
Yeah.
This is why you're important.
I see.
Wow. Thank you,
Way.
brother of mine. I
See?
appreciate
and
you.
this is what miscommunication does. I meant it as
There
a
you go.
compliment.
You see? Liar! We used to do that. Yeah, that was the AB button.
Speed Racer.
Wow.
Speed Racer. Anyway, we have a lot of family
A lot of
inside
in-jokes.
jokes.
We'll
We will bring you in. We will bring you in.
They will know.
All right. Yeah, we
they
have
will
to
know
talk
us.
about Speed Racer
really
one day.
do.
Yeah, man. Anyway, so but going back to AI,
Right.
many people my age, and again, do the math, 63. And not I'm 60, born in 63, but not far away. But anyway, and they see pictures up there, and I'm not mad at it. And it's and they're buff and they're 30 and 20 and they're beautiful and I'm like, I don't know why we're doing this.
I want to translate it big because I was thinking, like the AI, you're saying your friends or people who post will use AI pictures to make themselves look younger and have more muscle and things like that. And
Attractive,
right.
Attractive human being.
I just like it because you're like, they're buff and they're 30.
No, but I'm like, I look in the mirror and I say, I'm only, I am, when I look at myself in the mirror, I do see, an AI image, but it's like, aye.
So good.
that's what I get from it. But
Passing the baton with corny jokes. I love it.
Yeah. These are literally dad jokes. That's the only, when you get to a certain age, that's all I have.
Right.
But that's no. But seriously, it's like
Yeah.
this. I am what I am, in the words of Popeye, and to quote my favorite nautical sailor, I am what I am, and AI is
Right.
you is what you ain't.
Right.
Okay.
Or you claim what you ain't, and then I don't.
I think I can, if I can wrap it in a bow a little bit, not wrap it the conversation, but so both texting and then AI are put together because it's not just misinformation, but it's ways you can falsify yourself in a way. Present yourself in a way. An easier way to present yourself in a way that's not genuine.
Right.
And you see, and even in this conversation, people will take this as me being negative towards that.
The AI community.
The AI community, and I'm not.
Is that a community that's now
Probably.
building now?
I don't know. Is that
Artificial intelligence
AI
community?
exists. AI
Let
exists.
me ask
It's a
the
tool.
audience, please, when you get a chance, do I sound like I'm coming at you, or am I being mean to you? Because there may be people like, how dare he? I'm just doing a picture of myself, and I'm not doing that. I'm not saying
You're offending ChatGPT.
Right.
Who? you got more acronyms and abbreviations.
ChatGPT is another AI program that
great
helps with text in writing.
okay.
It's
You're right.
an AI
It learns
program.
Yeah, it learns with the user depending on whatever their prompt might be
all right.
to write stories, novels,
Now, I'm
essays.
familiar with it. I just didn't know that. I forgot.
Or just have
Yeah, that was
conversations with
great.
you.
That was
Yeah,
great.
you're like, who? ChatGPT, like it was a name, right?
I'm Star-Lord. Who?
That's it. So let me ask you a question. So with that being so, because AI is so good,
Wow. I mean,
what can you trust now?
nothing. There is no spoon.
That was dark. All right.
No. But I was like, nowadays, like particularly in the art community, I know there's a whole issue with whether or
Yes.
not you can actually utilize AI to, do concept art, for example. People are submitting art and saying, "Oh, here's what I've posted in my history," because artists. I have an interesting stance on this because I even though I consider myself artistic, I have not done the years of practice to be considered an artist in proper communities, right? So I bow to those who have spent 15 years behind charcoal, 20 years behind oils, and all the dedication that you have taken to learn your craft. I only admire it, and I only wish to become as good as you. But don't get me wrong, I do doodle in a notebook from time to time, so you can sit. Well, I appreciate that, but nevertheless, I'm not going to call myself Picasso in any kind of way. But
Only
nevertheless,
will say it the way you did.
oh, okay.
That's my boy. He's a good artist. Y'all should see some of his paintings.
Stop.
That's my boy. He's the best. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's fine. All I'm saying is, like, with the revolution of AI art, as an example, and some upstanding artists being overshadowed by those that post other art that was actually referenced through art that was already placed online, right? There's a danger to misinformation as to who actually has skill and what skill is actually being appreciated in this modern world, right? I think there was one point in time, I could not confirm this or not, of whether or not Marvel used AI to do the opening for Secret Invasion.
Yeah,
that's true?
AI, they didn't. So here's the thing. I'll try to do this real quickly because you're running out of time, I believe. So my stance is just like anything else. AI is a tool. Actually, this goes right back to our previous conversation, power versus responsibility. It's a tool. That's what's, just like when internet came out, social media came out. Social media is dangerous in certain ways. I think it's just how it's used. How can it be regulated? It is new. It's a new technology. So we have to us as a society, us as a people have to get used to it, figure out what we can use it for, what we can't. And there's dangers around it now, but that's because it's unregulated. I don't mean on a governmental stance. I'm just saying it's new, so therefore unregulated. But yes, the Marvel Secret Invasion used AI. There's controversy around that. But they used AI, but they didn't use AI to make the whole thing. AI is used as a tool, and then they edited it a bit. So it was column A, column B. An artist was on it, edited it in a certain way, but also used AI as a thing. And it was kind of experimentation as well because it was a new tool. Controversy around. I'm not saying it makes it good or not. I'm just saying it wasn't just fully type in prompt.
Right, no, I do understand that. I do respect it now that I understand that aspect of it. But now the question becomes, is that the way the industry is going? Is art, for art's sake, going to be overshadowed by the efficiency of AI reproduction?
I would stand and say no, because I think art has, through time, always proven itself to advance itself around. Because we've been here before through different levels of technology in some form. I think we just, AI is new, so therefore it is scary to us because it's a new. And it's a good. It is impressive. I'm not trying to take it away. I'm not saying it doesn't have negative implications, but I am saying we've been here a lot with different tools.
Right, and I'm going to jump in with the other tools because my question becomes: when does a tool become a crutch? Because an actual problem for me, in music is, as you said, in the beginning it looks scary, but then after a while it becomes the norm. So we've had, I remember, growing up and Milli Vanilli when they were, ostracized and vilified because Nels is laughing. Why are you laughing at me, Nels?
Because I heard that joke earlier on Jamie Foxx show. I was watching.
No, what they say?
I know about Milli Vanilli, though.
No, but what I don't know the joke. Tell me the joke, please.
Something like you could be like Milli Vanilli and not speak or something like that.
Gotcha.
It was something weird.
Right. Well, what it was, Milli Vanilli, basically, if you want to, I would like to believe, and maybe they might have been trailblazers, because what people say, they lip sync their song. They weren't singing their songs. But now people use the phrase, I had backing tracks.
Right.
And in their song, and that's forever. So now they've got these software out there. So we start off with that, where you had real musicians, right? Nat King Cole, Duke Ellington, writing music, creating the actual songs. Fast forward, James Brown, band, funk, listen. Fast forward, now people go, hey, I've got a sample.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I'm talented at sampling. Wow, he did a great job of sampling. And now we move sampling. Now we have on software where you actually have musical phrases that are already out there. So we got 1 minute left?
We got 1 minute left.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So real quick, I guess to wrap it all up, it's like, so now we're having an issue with, I guess, the evolution of technology making, I guess, other crafts feel obsolete in some kind of way.
This is
right?
definitely going going to be something we have to take on our next
Absolutely.
conversation.
That's right.
Right.
All right.
Are emojis the next hieroglyph? Find out in the next episode of Various Fields.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Love you fellas.
Have a good night. Bye.